Yo, what's good, Cuddy Corp? It's your boy Slice. Welcome to Cuddy Corporations, and welcome to your boy Slice's channel. Over here at Cuddy Corporations, we like to provide you, the listener, with valuable information that will prevent you from wasting money on these trash video games that come out in this inflated economy that we have. So if you, in fact, want to use your boy Slice as a test dummy, and have me test these games out for you so you don't waste any money, stop on by the first Slice, slap that subscribe button for your boy Slice, ring the bell for the noties, and drop a comment and let me know how much you appreciate me for preventing you from wasting some money on some BS games. Anyway, let's dive into today's video, family.
Mind if I slice you open?
Turn your side.
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Now, for me, if you know your boy Slice IRL, if you just know your boy Slice in general, you know your boy Slice is a huge DC stan. Like, I actually stamp DC is like the hardest, way harder than Marvel. Marvel has it on the cinematic tip, aka the movies, live action, but DC has it literally everywhere else. That's just my opinion. But we're not really here to talk about my opinion on DC. We're here to talk about my opinion on Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, whether or not you'd be wasting money on it, or whether or not it's a for sure cop. Now, this video actually might be way shorter than my other videos. Now, that could either be a good or a bad thing, but you'll have to stick through to figure it out. Now, pretty much, within me playing the game, there's a lot of things that I was going to take critical to because I'm just that big of a DC fan. And I will admit, Rocksteady, they was in their bag. It was a lot of little nerdy stuff, whether it just was down to the chemistry and just the way that the Suicide Squad clicked, as if I was actually with them and as if it was like legit, like it felt authentic, it felt genuine. It felt like I was either watching, playing, or was physically with the Suicide Squad, which is a goal. That should generally be a goal of a video game, right? So in that aspect, they pass. 10 out of 10, no complaints from me. So one of the main things that concerned your boy Slice was more so how I would be able to get used to, or if the fact that I would ever get used to the traversal and combat combination. Because you can tell within the game, I mean, it's pretty much as advertised. You know, it's a lot of run and gun. I've never really been a run and gun, flying, traversal and gunning type of thing. That's never really been my thing. So to me, I was very concerned on, how I would get adjusted to it. And within me getting adjusted to it, I was able to see that it was not that big of an adjustment. Despite me being just a guy who prefers boots on the ground. I'm old school, I'm old head, OG, whatever you want to call it, bro. Boots on the ground, that's just my preference. Yet even with me playing boots on the ground, like they will penalize you for playing boots on the ground. Not 100%, but it is more beneficial to use the traversal while you're indulging in combat, which does in fact make sense. You figured me? So I didn't necessarily have any issues with that. And no, it did not take long, once again, for me to get used to the traversal and combat aspect of the game. Now, that's not me saying that the combat was entirely perfect, because no game is perfect. Where did my issues lie within the combat? Specifically, just one character. Harley Quinn had an SMG that was a burst round and a pistol. I did not like her original inventory choice of primary and secondary weapons. They just did not do it for me. I don't think that burst weapons, specifically burst SMGs, on a game like this, a run and gun type of shooter, I don't think that that's ideal, bro. That just was me personally. I found that I, in fact, struggled the most whenever I had a burst weapon equipped. Now, speaking of weapons, you do have to be very careful when you're crafting and or choosing what type of weapon to equip, because there was a weapon with Deadshot specifically where if I look at his talent tree or his loadout, spec, whatever you want to call it, it could have a bunch of words, but it's all the same shit. Whenever I looked at there, I would see that he had a lot of things that would boost or benefit his headshot, either percentage, strength, whatever. But then I also noticed that it was kind of backwards because the LexCorp rifle that I had, in fact, did 0 headshot damage. And a lot of the missions to where we was, critical strikes only, which are headshots, they were with Deadshot. The guy who has a rifle that does not do headshot damage. And no, that's not going to always be the case, but as more so me just letting you know that do be on the lookout for that, because you could actually equip a rifle that may set you back exponentially within the story. And, that's never fun. So definitely something to be on the lookout for. With me specifically, Harley's just lack of good weapons in the beginning until I leveled her up. And Deadshot, damn nigga, what you about to hit my car?
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Oh no! Oh, here we go.
All right. Before I was ever so rudely interrupted, let's go ahead and continue what I was saying. The only issues that I had so far as combat was just Deadshot's rifle issue, and that just was something that could not be modified, by the way. You can modify your guns, but that specific one, of course you couldn't modify that. Nah, they would never let you do that, but you can modify all the pointless things that don't really matter, which really wouldn't need you to be modified. But hey, that's neither near nor there. I truthfully did not have that bad of an adjustment to the combat. That's that. I feel very Spider-Man-like. Spider-Man remnants. They definitely took heavy influence from Spider-Man 2. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And there's just, you kind of got to. Let's just be honest. With all games along that aspect, you kind of got to. Like Batman, said they took inspiration from Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man then took that further, inspiration from Batman again and reiterated it, whatever. As you're an artist, or if you are an artist, you will, as you come up as an artist, or if you're not an artist, either way, you'll eventually see that, you'll never really be the first one to do things. It's really just about how you adapt to whatever that principle or whatever that is that that you're doing, that you're sharing. It's more so just about, are you going to be genuine, or are you going to act like you made it up when you're not the first one to do it? You know what I mean? In this game, they even made jokes about it. I can't tell you how many times Hack said symbiote and then corrected herself and said whatever. So there's jokes in it and shit. Speaking of which, since we're on the topic of jokes, the jokes were hilarious. Like, King Shark had me crying, Boomerang had me crying. Deadshot was cool, but at the same time, I don't know why Deadshot felt like such a fucking punk, bro. Just such a bitch, bro. Like, I can't explain it, but Deadshot, I love the Deadshot and Green Lantern beef, and it would not have been that good if they used Hal Jordan. I feel as though they knew that. So it was really good that they put John Stewart in here and had Deadshot and John Stewart beefing the way that they were, because it literally felt like two niggas beefing. Like, it didn't feel like Deadshot versus Green Lantern. It did, but it also felt like two niggas beefing. They just so happened to be Deadshot and Green Lantern, which is a plus. You figured, Danny. Now it's time for the bad. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. So I might have to compact the bad, just shorten it a little bit. But hey, last 2 points. Here we go. These are probably the absolute worst things that I found wrong with the game. Let's start with traversal. I feel as though at first it took me a minute to get used to Harley's traversal, but she actually does in fact have the most consistent, which would keep her airborne the longest, I feel as though. So Harley, no issues. King Shark, no issues. Deadshot, skill issue, I will say that, skill issue. But the real issue lands with Captain Boomerang. And he was actually one of my favorite characters to use, because in general, I just fuck with Captain Boomerang, bro. He's hilarious and shit. But at the same time, the fact that they gave him the Speed Force, Flash is his rival and all that had me intrigued. And I was so intrigued, and I liked it at first. He uses Boomerang, blah, 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 blah. But then, as everybody else's talent tree began to expand and grow, and Boomerang's did as well, Boomerang's traversal really didn't get that much better, and I still found myself falling out of the sky exponentially too much, bro. Like, way too much, bro. Like, it was getting ridiculous to the point to where, like, I just would rather not use Boomerang and just use whoever else to traversal and then switch back to Boomerang. That's not okay, bro. The final piece. The final reason to determine whether or not this game is worth it. What was so bad that it made me save this for last? Oh, man. It's serious, but it's not that serious, but it's so fucking serious. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we'll have to do a quick background check or just to fill you in. Hey, Kevin Conroy is most likely the voice of Batman that you've been used to or that you grew up on. Or when you hear Batman, you may think the most popular version is the Kevin Conroy iteration. It is. I mean, he was Batman. It's just that simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Therefore, this video game was, in fact, his last one that he worked and or developed on before his unfortunate passing. So, this game meant a lot to your boy Slice and any Batman stan or fan, especially those who really, really, really cherished the angel that we had in Kevin Conroy. I'm saying all that to say that a lot really depended on this game and how they did Batman. So, please inform me how Batman did the worst out of everyone in the Justice League. He had the easiest boss fight. But he did have the best design. However, even his bat suit, I was not a fan of. It was pretty bland. You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, I don't know. At first, before we fought Batman, I was cool with it. You know, Kevin Conroy had a lot of speaking roles. Batman would pop up on the intercom. You hear him, and you know he'd have interactions with Diana. He'd have interactions, you know, just with the Suicide Squad, whatever, or the Brainiac goons, corrupted Justice League, whatever, man. It just felt good to hear Kevin Conroy's voice, and it felt good to hear him really just dive into that Batman persona one last time. It felt good. But what did not feel good is seeing my favorite superhero, seeing Batman Sensei, my senpai himself, seeing him go out so goddamn sad, bro. Who said that would be okay, bro? Like, that boss fight was the worst boss fight I've ever seen in my life. And for them to waste that design, that Batman design was so hard, and they wasted it on the easiest bat fucking fight ever, bro. Like, I've been doing good and not stressing, not getting mad or sad, bro. I had to wrap this video up right here before it gets worse. So, hey, look, man, overall, I'm going to answer the question, is it worth the cop? In my humble and honest opinion, yes, it's worth the cop, even full price. The skins are fairly cheap. They're $10. I mean, you can't beat that. They took a note out of Fortnite's page. Clap, clap, clap it up. Somebody finally took something notice from Fortnite. The model game where if you're going to have pay to win or just whatever accessories, model after Fortnite, please. It's that simple, bro. But, yeah, man, overall, I did, in fact, join the game. The only thing was just how they did my boy Batman and just Captain Boomerang's traversal. Other than that, I did, in fact, enjoy the game. Overall, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it a solid 8. On a good day, 8.5. You know what I mean? Maybe if I had friends to play with, I'll give it an 8.5. But I played it by myself. The AI sucks as well when it's your teammate. I had to squeeze all that in before we wrap this video up, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's your boy Slice. Hit that follow button on Twitch to help support your boy on Twitch. You can hit that subscribe button on Twitch to help support your boy on Twitch. On a further note, to help us defeat Alg, who is our op on YT, YouTube, we need that video to get an exponential amount of likes, comments, and we need some subscriptions as well. So just go ahead and do your boy Slice that solid. Run all them up for me so we can defeat Alg. And that's it, though, man. Either way, like I said, this actually gets a solid pass from your boy Slice. It was just those two things that really, really, really had me upset, but they really weren't even that bad. Anyway, though, man, it's been your boy Slice. More content on the way. Once again, tapping with your boy Slice over on Twitch to tap in with your boy on the live stream while we play anything live. You know what I'm saying? We have a variety streamer. That's it, man. Peace.